Hey everyone, welcome to Soil Goddess. In today's video, we are going to make Sattu Mavu at home. Sattu Mavu means nutritious porridge powder. For that, you will need 1 cup of pearl millet. So I'm adding all millets and grains in this to make it very nutritious. I'm adding 1 cup of whole wheat. You can use any type of wheat you have at home or you can buy from the nearby store. And I'm adding green gram, which is also called whole mung beans. I'm going to add 1.5 cup of finger millet, which is also called ragi. This finger millet is highly nutritious and it has a lot of iron. So I'm going to add 1.5 cup of it. Now I'm going to add this black or brown chickpeas, half a cup of it. And I'm going to add the normal chickpeas, half a cup of it. All these are dried ones. So I am going to add half a cup of green peas, which is also dried peas, so half a cup of it, and half a cup of red kidney beans. You can get all these lentils and grains and millets from Indian store. Now I'm going to add 1 cup of kodo millet and half a cup of red chori. This is also a type of lentil. I'm also going to add 1 cup of sanba millet, and I'm going to add the barnyard millet, 1 cup of barnyard millet into this mixture. And now what I'm going to do is rinse this mixture well with we have to wash it and rinse it for another 2 to 3 times because there will be a little dirt parts in it, so we have to remove all those things and soak it overnight. And you will see next day morning, when you see, you will see little sprouts in it. If you don't see sprouts, and leave it for another 4 to 8 hours, and you can just drain the water after that. Do not soak for a long time, like 2 to 3 days, then you will see the fungus formation in it, so don't do that. You can leave it overnight or for about 18 hours. That will be good to form the sprouts. So you have to drain all the water from it, and just I'm just adding all these grains in a muslin cloth. You can add in your kitchen towel, a clean kitchen towel as well. So after that, leave it for another hour, so all the moisture will, I mean, the cloth will suck all the moisture. And what you have to do is you have to leave it under shade, not under the sun. You have to dry it completely. Leave it for another 4 to 5 days. Now it will dry completely. Now what you now to ensure there should not be any moisture. So to make this powder, so I'm just transferring these grains into a dry pan or a dry skillet, and I'm just dry roasting all these grains. Now our grains are ready to get powder. I'm just adding this in my mixie jar. You can add in your blender or your food processor or something like that, and make a fine powder. I know the mixie jar will not make fine powder as the mill does, but once you have made a powder with your mixie jar, you can sieve it, and so that the fine powder will get collected in the bowl at the bottom, and the grains remain in the sieve. And you can collect this fine powder in a canister and keep that separately, and add this chorus grain to your blender or mixie jar again, and make it into a fine powder again. You can repeat this process at least like 3 to 4 times, so that you will not end up in wasting these grains. So this is my second time I'm adding this coarsely ground the particles into the mixie jar, and again I'm repeating the same process. I did this for about 4 times. So this is my third time. I'm doing it again. So I just want to give tell this important thing to you people, that if you don't find any of the millets or grains which I mentioned, you can always use the millets and lentils and grains which is accessible to you, because all the millets and beans, everything are packed with nutritions. So this is a final product. This is the chorus grain. I did not throw this away. I made upma with this, and I made porridge and pongal with this. So I will also share those recipes in the future. And if you like this video, give a thumbs up and share this video. Thanks for watching.